All right, let's talk about the big one, that monster 12-mark question in the IGCSE Business Studies exam. We're going to break down a killer method updated for the latest exam techniques so you can walk in there and absolutely smash it. Let's get right into it. We've all been there, right? You flip the page and there it is, the question that carries so much weight. It can feel like a total mountain to climb, but honestly, there's a clear, simple method to get to the top, so don't sweat it. This right here is your blueprint for success.
So to show you how this works, we're going to use a real example from the March 2020 exam paper. It's a business called Bright Windows. Now, if there is one single word I want you to burn into your brain through this whole process, it's application. Everything you write has to be tied directly to this specific case. Now, these details might seem super simple, but trust me, they are everything. We've got Bob, a sole trader. His business, window cleaning. And it's small, just him and 2 part-time employees. And what does he want? His main goal is to grow his customer base. Keep these facts front and center, because every single point you make has got to link back to them.
So, what's the secret weapon? How do you structure this thing for maximum marks? You use what I call the A&R method. It stands for analysis and recommendation. Seriously, think of it as your framework that guarantees you hit every single point the examiner is looking for, every time. Let's dig into that first A for analysis. For every argument you make, in this case about the different leadership styles, you need to build it with these 4 vital ingredients. You show you know the term. That's your knowledge. You apply it to Bob's business. There's application. You analyze the impact. That's analysis. And then, and this is the real game changer, you take it one step further with further analysis to show the full chain of events. Okay, theory's great, but let's see this thing in action. The question asks Bob which of 3 leadership styles he should use for his business. So we're going to take our 4-ingredient recipe and apply it to each one to build a really powerful, balanced argument. First up, autocratic leadership. Super simple, right? This is the style where Bob calls all the shots. He makes the decisions, and his 2 employees just follow orders. Communication is all one way, from top to bottom. Boom! That's our knowledge and application done already. And this right here is how you climb into those top mark bands. This is further analysis. It's all about creating that chain of impact. You don't just say, oh, an autocratic style might demotivate employees. No, you connect the dots. You use a phrase like, this means that, or this will lead to. For Bob's business, demotivation could lead to sloppy work, which means unhappy customers. And ultimately, that hits his profits. See the chain? But hold on. To really impress the examiner, you can't be one-sided. A top-tier answer is always balanced. So even though the autocratic style sounds pretty bad for Bob, you'd still want to briefly mention a potential plus side. You know, like how it allows for really quick decision-making. That shows you're thinking critically about all the angles. Next up, we have the democratic style. So in this version of the world, Bob would actually talk to his 2 part-time employees. He'd ask for their ideas on, say, new cleaning products or where to find more customers. When you analyze this, you talk about how that could boost motivation, but you'd also think about the flip side. Could it slow things down for a small business that needs to be quick on its feet? And finally, there's laissez-faire. Now, it's so important to nail the difference here because it shows the examiner you really know your stuff. With democratic, employees get a say. They're consulted. But with laissez-faire, they get a ton more freedom and independence to just get on with their work however they see fit. It's a subtle but crucial difference. Okay, we've nailed the A for analysis. Now for the R, recommendation. And honestly, this is where so many people drop the ball. And you know why? Because they treat it like a boring old summary. They just repeat what they've already said. No, no, no. Your final verdict has to be way more powerful than that. And check out why this is so critical. Your recommendation is worth a full 4 out of 12 marks. That's a third, a whole 33% of your score for this question, all packed into this one final paragraph. You literally cannot afford to rush this part. So how do you build a recommendation that grabs those 4 marks? Easy. Just remember the 3 R's. First, you make your reasoned recommendation. State your choice clearly. Second, you put it in context. Link it directly to Bob and his business. And third, and this is the part almost everyone forgets, you have to reject the alternatives. You have to explain exactly why the other options are the wrong choice for Bob. For instance, you'd say, the autocratic style is rejected because demotivating his only 2 employees could completely ruin his service quality. And here it is, the golden rule, the ultimate key to a perfect recommendation. To justify your choice and to justify rejecting the others, you must link everything back to the business's main objective. What does Bob want? He wants to grow his customer base. So your entire final paragraph should be a laser-focused argument about which leadership style will help him achieve that specific goal. Okay, so now you have the core framework. You've got the AAR method down, but you want to know the secrets that can push your answer from just being good to being A-star quality? Let's go over a few pro tips that'll give you that extra edge on exam day. All right, let's open up the A-star toolkit. Tip number 1, time management. Look, if the clock is ticking and you're running out of time, it's actually smarter to fully analyze just 2 of the options and then write an amazing recommendation rather than rushing through all 3. Tip 2, use those connectives. Phrases like "this will lead to" are literally your ticket to the top marks in analysis. And finally, tip 3, don't rush the ending. Give that recommendation the time it deserves. Use the 3 R's, be decisive, and whatever you do not just repeat yourself. So, there you have it. The AAR method. The 4 ingredients of analysis, the 3 R's of recommendation. This isn't just theory, it is a practical step-by-step blueprint for success. So the only real question left is, how are you going to use it to build your A-star answer?